Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope you all had a good weekend. We got a hot day lined up here in California. It was really hot yesterday. It was kind of rough. So it looks like summer's finally here. And this is going to be a hot summer, apparently. Like maybe record-breaking summer here in Southern California. So I'm not really looking forward to it, because I don't do well in heat most of the time. It just drains my energy really bad, and I work half my job is outside in the direct sunlight, so I usually spend at least 4 hours, 5 hours every day at work in the sun. So it's gonna be rough. I think this might sound weird, but I think being sober is going to help me in that way, because I'm more healthy. I'll be able to deal with it better. And, we'll see how it goes, though. Looks like the protests are chilled out a little bit. I think there's going to be continued protest. As long as the ICE raids continue, there's always going to be protest. It's just the way it is. They're just not going to leave it be. They're not going to leave it be. But the reason I'm making this video is because after seeing some of these raids, there's one thing, getting the bad people, okay, the criminals, the illegals that are criminals, that are here doing bad things. But then there's another thing, arresting or detaining, honest to a certain degree. I mean, you did break the law coming in here illegally. That's dishonest. But after that, productive, hardworking people that are just trying to survive, just like me and just like you. Their only deal is they came into a country illegally because whatever reason, we do have sanctuary cities which allow them to come here illegally. So it's like, can you really, at a certain point, you can't blame them, right? You can't blame them, because Mexico is not as good as America, I don't think, because they don't have law and order like we do, okay? They have the Wild West, pretty much, right? So, I see ICE going into places of business, Home Depot, drive-in theaters, events, concerts, and just grabbing people, grabbing American citizens that are legal, but they're Mexicans, they're Latin people, and they're grabbing them, okay? I don't like that. I do not think that they should do it like that, because that's just going to cause a lot of racism and problems for these people. And that's just not helping anything, okay? It's not. They have to do better than that. If they're going to enforce immigration, this is how I would do it, okay? Just get the criminals, all right? And get the people that are not productive, that are not contributing to, our country in any way. Get rid of them. Get rid of the people that are criminals and the people that just come here to leech on our programs here in this country, that leech on our tax dollars. Those are the ones that got to go. But how do you decipher who's who? You know what I mean? Without detaining the people and trying to find out who they are. Man, dude, your dog needs to be on a leash, especially by this busy street. Not smart, pal. Anyways, and that's a cute pug too. What the hell, dude? So anyways, you know, I see these people, you know, getting detained that are not documented, okay? They're illegal, but they're good people. They're working. They're not criminals. They're beautiful. They're good people. And this is happening to them, you know? And like, I feel really bad I do feel bad for them, man. I do. I mean, I get both sides. I understand, okay? Both sides of the coin here. And you know, like, these raids, I mean, you're going into churches and shit and grabbing people. Not cool. Not cool. Okay, I don't agree with a lot of the stuff that they were doing. I think they're kind of like doing it out of control. Like, you can't just go around and start grabbing Mexicans, okay? You can't. There's got to be a better way to do it besides that way, because it's just going to make chaos doing it that way, and it's going to cause a lot of people to hate white people, probably. You know, that's what I see. Oh no, you know, Trump's white, he hates Mexicans, so, you know, he's grabbing our people. So now they're going to think different about probably all white people, right? White man the devil. They probably already thought that in the first place, but because from what I hear, they're taught that as children, white man the devil. But I don't care about that. What I'm concerned about, you know, each to their own, man. If you don't like any other race but your own, that's your deal. But don't expect everybody to accept your deal, okay? Everybody's got their own deal. Me personally, I love everybody. I even love the people that don't like white people. I don't care. I like Mexican people. I do. Like I said in my other video, my ex-girlfriend was Mexican. A lot of my best friends are Mexican, okay? They're some of the nicest people I have ever met in my life. We're Mexicans, okay? Some of the most beautiful people on the planet are Mexican. All right? My dream girl is a Latina, Mexican, okay? My dream girl is Mexican. Okay, so I do have a problem with ICE going into workplaces. We need these people, okay? America needs these workers, documented or not, okay? We need these people. They're hard workers. They can do work that we can't. Why? Well, first of all, they have a good work ethic. They have a toughness that white people don't have, okay? They are tough and they're strong. They can do work. Well, they can do work that we can do, but they can do it longer and probably better, okay? Because they just can, especially in a hot climate, okay? They're gonna outwork most people. They're just gonna, okay? So we need these people here, man. We need those type of people here. And, you know, I think, my personal opinion, the best solution for this whole thing is ICE only goes for criminals, okay? And somehow try to figure out who the people are that aren't being productive and that are here just for a free ride. Just go after those people only, and all the rest, all the productive illegals that are here, that are working, trying to do good, give them all amnesty, okay? That's it. That's my solution, okay? They're here. Let them work. Let them be a part of the community. Let them do their thing and help our country, okay? Give them amnesty. And then the criminals and leeches, just go after them, get them out, okay? That's how I would handle it. And I think it would save a lot of money in the long run, because, you know, for every person they have to deport, it costs us money, okay? Yeah, it saves us money at the same time, but it also costs money to do that. We have to pay people to do the job, okay? So that's, you know, I was watching the news and stuff and online, and it really like made me feel sad to see some of these people get detained and deported. They don't really, minus the fact that they did come in illegally, but besides that, they don't deserve to be deported, okay? They don't deserve it. They really don't. It made me sad to see some of these people, you know, crying, getting their families getting broken up. That sucked to see that, man. And I'm like thinking, man, something's not right here. They can't keep doing it like this. They can't do it like that. They gotta figure something else out. But to just go and raid places of business and stuff like that, and just, no, that's not working, man. That's not going to work for anybody, okay? And if you think that seems okay, that's a little bad thinking there, okay? Because they are people too. They are people. And, you know, those people do work. They do work, and they do things for us that we use and that help us, okay? Like a lot of the work that we have done is around here, especially, it's all done by Hispanic Latin people here, okay? So without them, who's going to do the work? Really? Who's going to do the work? So, you know, I don't want to see good people get deported, regardless if they're legal or not, okay? I don't want to see that. I don't like it. It makes me feel sad, you know? So, you know, it does seem really cruel to take the good people, the good illegal people away. That just does not seem right to me, okay? And I don't like the damn protesting. I just don't, okay? I don't mind the peaceful ones, but almost every time something goes wrong, it inconveniences people, their businesses. It does hurt people. Even a peaceful protest can inconvenience innocent people, okay? Just because they're blocking streets, they're blocking businesses, they leave trash behind, blah, 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 right? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just wanted to get some of this off my chest, because I was watching the news last night and watching videos last night, and they're showing some people like in distress, and I'm like going, oh, that sucks, man. That's rough. That's rough. So, you know, in the end, they are people too. We have to have compassion for them and try to understand their situation too, okay? We have to. And then, you know, they are humans, you know, they are humans, and, you know, they need to be taken care of too, and they need to take care of themselves too. And they take care of us, we have to take care of each other. That's just how it works as humans, you know? So, I feel better now. I got that off my chest. I'm almost to work. I just wanted to, you know, rant a little bit on that and share some of my thoughts. And, you know, the Mexicans, they do help a lot. They do. They help our country stay afloat. But they're not perfect, okay? They're not perfect. They have their issues. We all have our issues. We're all human. We all have different backgrounds, cultures, and, you know, hopefully somehow things get worked out and people can deal and tolerate with each other, and you know, just make everything great again. Okay, how about that? Instead of just make America great again, let's just make everything great again. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video on that. So y'all have a fantastic day. Thanks for stopping by. Whoa, freaking cars zinging by. I'll catch y'all later. See ya. Feliz Navidad.